W4UYE here from SASQ. Today is 28 April 2023, and I'm coming to you from Clingman's Dome, Tennessee. This is the tallest point in the Smoky Mountains. I believe the elevation is 6,643 feet. I'm ascending to the trail to the summit, the observation tower, where we're going to attempt the activation. Today I'm going to be using my new lightweight kit, which consists of TX-500 bio battery and a portable Gabil loaded coil vertical antenna. We're trying that out today and see how we can do. Anyway, temperature's about 40 degrees. It's rainy and a bit windy, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to knock it out anyway. So go ahead and stick around with us and we'll show you how it's done. All right, we're making our way up there slowly but surely. The road going up to, well, I call it a road, it's a trail going to the top of Clingman's Dome, is actually a paved, as you can see, it's like a little paved roadway. But it's only about half a mile, 330 feet, I believe, elevation gain, but it will kick your butt. And so if you take off fast and you underestimate it, it will kick your butt a little bit. So I'm slowing down, getting a breather, and we'll continue to the top. We're about halfway there right now. All right, so we're up here on the summit of Clingman's Dome. As you can see, you see the observation tower behind me, and I'm up here in the observation area. This is really nice because you have a nice concrete bench that you can set up on. So we're going ahead and we're deploying our equipment today, and we're deploying the Discovery Lab599 TX-500, which is an all-weather portable HF transceiver. Pretty popular. I've got a couple of them. They're really great radios and really good to use if you're apt to run into rainy conditions on a summit like in North Carolina or Tennessee. Go over here. Power cell today is just a 4.5 amp hour bio battery, lithium iron phosphate. Over here is my handy dandy Yaesu FT5D. We've already got a couple contacts right as I unloaded up here today, so that's only leaves me to get a couple. And over here, we're using for the first time today, we're using the Gabil a little coil loaded antenna here. So the way this works is it's got about a 7-foot whip. You have a coil, a slider coil, like on a super antenna or a Wolf River coil that you adjust up and down. I've already got this adjusted here for 20 meter, and I've got 6 12-foot counterpoises, which I've got fixed to the counterpoise lug there, and it's on the Gabil antenna tripod. So it makes a nice portable little setup. You don't need a tree to hang a wire. You don't need a spike. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get finished setting up, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this thing activated.
I've been operating the same place in a couple of weeks, so good to hear that you can get out from up there and that you can get out with 5 watts. Sounds great.
All right, thank you for coming back to me today, sir. Yep, the 5 watts, and I'm using a little compromised vertical antenna. So it's a little coil-loaded antenna called I think it's a Gabil, G-A-B-I-L, on a little tripod. So I don't have much of a setup up here, but it gets out. Good luck to you today with your activation, and good luck when you come up here next week. You have a great one.
Roger. Kilo 0, Papa Sierra, roger.
Negative Kilo Papa Sugar, Kilo Papa Sugar.
Sorry, Kilo Alpha 0, Papa Sierra.
Negative Kilo 0.
CQ SOTA, CQ SOTA, CQ SOTA. This is Whiskey 4 Uniform Yankee Echo calling CQ SOTA, CQ SOTA. Whiskey 4 Uniform Yankee Echo. Station ending in Juliet Victor. Could you give your call again, sir? I'm barely making you in over here. Okay, November 9, Juliet Victor. I'm reading you about a 3-3. That's a 3-3 on top of Clingman's Dome, North Carolina. I'm reading you about a 3-3. All right, so we just finished that activation of Clingman's Dome. I try to get this one once a year. Can't get it in the winter because the road's closed, but always get it in the spring. It's a good activation. It is heavily trafficked. The view was terrible today because the weather conditions. We got fog and wind and rain. Typical springtime weather up here in western North Carolina and eastern Tennessee. So yeah, good activation. 20 meter was great. 20 meter was wide open. Deployed the Gabil antenna. First time using it in the field. I had tested it, but today antenna was phenomenal. It was awesome. That's going to be a keeper. Lightweight kit, worked great. I'm just wearing an H harness, a couple water bottles, all my radio gear in the back. I'll do a layout a little bit after a while and put it in the video. Other than that, all right, so this is my lightweight SOTA rig. The foundation of the rig is the Helikon, that's the brand, Helikon-Tex bushcraft line H harness, which is like the old military style load-bearing harnesses from back in the 70s and 80s. On the rig, I've got mounted, you notice I've got a couple of these big water bottle containers. Those are actually not for water bottles. What those are for is where I'm putting the bulk majority of the radio gear. So when we look at this package right here, this pouch rather, you see inside I've got the cables and the interface, DigiRig interface for the TX-500. Inside of here, I've got the TX-500, and then I've got the power cable, and I've got the microphone in here. And then here, like I said, this is the DigiRig interface and cables right there. Also at the rig, we've got the handy dandy and trusty Yaesu FT5D, the BNC adapter, and of course the signal stick antenna, one of my favorites. Those always go with me. Inside the main compartment, we have the Gabil tripod pouch. We have the Gabil loading coil. We have the Gabil, the counterpoise, which is 6 12-foot counterpoises. I have a leg strap if needed. I have the Gabil extendable 7-foot whip. And I have a, this is a climate cushion, seat cushion, inflatable seat cushion. And then inside of the compartment here, I had to open this with one hand. I've got some other odds and ends, microfiber towel. I've got some additional GoPro batteries, a couple pins, some other odds and ends. On the bottom, open this up. On the bottom, I've got our SASQ flag, which is it's a pretty big flag to be carrying on a portable hop. I'm trying to do this one-handed. So we've got the SASQ flag there in all its glory, which we like to display when we're up on summits. The reason I don't have water bottles in these is because the pack has water bottle compartments in it. So what I normally do is I'll buy a couple of these. This is the smaller size, just like a 24 ounce, I believe. What I can do is I can get up to quart size bottles. I just buy them at the store and put them in here. The reason doing is because it's a couple bucks each. They're lighter weight than an Nalgene bottle, and they're more compact. So I can get these. These are, like I said, a couple bucks, and I can reuse them if I want to. But yes, a better option because they fit right in here. And then there's a bungee that lashes over the top of the neck of the bottle that holds it in, which is good. Carabiner I got just stuck in here. Inside the other compartment, I have 25-foot RG 174 coax. A bandana, always carry those. Oh, and then today's case, I've got a 4.5 amp hour Bio-Uno. So that is the whole kit kind of laid out there. I know it's a mess. It's probably hard to see because I'm inside the hotel laying this out. But that right there is the whole kit laid out, and that is everything that you need to do an HF activation. So this is great. It's lightweight, and it's amazing. I love using it, and something you might want to look at if you're into doing quick turn and burn type SOTA activations, or you're activating in the summer and you don't want to carry a bunch of gear with you or a bunch of weight. This is definitely an option that you should probably look at. So thank you for sticking around today and checking it out. This is W4UYE, and I'll be clear on your final. trained, you ain't trained.